What's up? So I've been talking a lot at you guys, talking a lot about and at you guys that need to get rid of some subcutaneous fat, need to lose weight, need to cut that belly off, get rid of that gut. But that's not everybody. Some people are out there are what we consider hard gainers. That's an old school term, but I'll use it. These are guys that are they're skinny, which they're lean, which is good. It's always better to be lean than to be obese or overweight. But it can be bad in that it's hard to build muscle if your kind of set point is very lean. So even as somebody in this age group, I've seen, there's still guys that are in that group, they're still very thin, and they need, the muscle development. So what are some of the solutions to that? Well, the first thing is what I talked about is with the hormone levels. You got to get your hormone levels checked. You got to get that blood work done. Go back and watch the other videos I have in regard to getting that done, whether you got to go through your physician or you got to move on to a specialist, or you got to go to an anti-aging men's health type clinic. Kind of have to go one of those routes to get it checked and then to possibly get it rectified. So, that could be one of the things that's holding you back is your hormones are out of whack. They're not balanced. And you may have been, as a young man, thin but toned, and now at this age you're thin but not toned. So you need to get that in the black, get it right. Second thing, of course, man, is what are you doing with your food? What are you doing with your calories? That's always going to be huge. It's kind of funny to people that are, thin or lean. People say, well, do you eat? It's kind of a stupid question. Usually people that are not in control of their weight will ask that question. But it's kind of funny. Yeah, I eat. You eat, otherwise you wouldn't be standing here. But, you got to eat. You have to eat the right things. And you have to eat enough, right? Been over my theory a lot, where you're essentially doing 2 meals a day, and if you are trying to bulk, okay, those meals need to be pretty big. They got to be massive. You got to put it away, man. But it can't. Look, there's no such thing as a dirty bulk, all right? There might be sort of kind of a dirty bulk for a guy who's like 18, maybe a guy who's 25, okay? I'm not talking to you guys. Once you get into your 40s even, be no dirty bulk, okay? You can't eat just whatever to get the weight on, all right? You eat the wrong stuff, it's going to be fat. You're going to get fat. You ever heard the term skinny fat? You don't want to be that. That's an ugly look, man. You got a fat belly and skinny body and no muscle tone. Not a good look. Not a good look at all. And you see a lot of people like that. See a lot of people in our age group like that. Not a good look. They look okay. They're wearing long pants, long sleeve shirt, maybe a jacket over, Otherwise, no. So, so you got to get the calories in. What do I suggest? Look, man, eggs are the superfood. Okay, in the morning, you got to put in as many of those as you can. All right. Scrambled in an omelet, probably the best way to get them in. And don't take the yolks out. All right, if you're that kind of hard gainer type person, you got to leave them in. All right. I would say you got to at least have 5 and try to get more. 5 eggs, jumbo eggs, get up to 10, get them in, mix them with cheese or something else that you like. Vegetables of any kind, of course, are aces. I do it just cheese with the eggs, right? But I don't like I just don't feel like the vegetables taste good in the omelet, or they just kind of make it weird consistency. But most people like that. They like stuff in their omelet, other things. So get with all the vegetables you want in there. Get the cheese in there. That's cool. Even if you're throwing bacon in there, that's okay. You're getting into calories, so get that in. So that's going to give you a big calorie boost. Eggs are, obviously massive in protein. This is what you got to get in the protein, man. So what you might be doing wrong is, you're saying, oh yeah, I eat a lot, but you're eating carbs mostly, and that's not going to help you with to bulk up really. You do need carbs. Don't get me wrong. The Rock says carbs are your friend. He says that a lot. You do need the carbs. You can't just not have them. Okay. So get that in the morning. If you are really, you want to kind of go against what my little theory here. You want to hit more than one meal a day just to get bulked. I think you could do that. That's cool, as long as it is the food that is not all carved up. It's not garbage. It's not junk food. It's not processed food. It's none of that stuff that we talked about. That's on the bad list, that we're not eating, that we removed from our house kitchen pantry. Okay. If you want to go that route, try that. Gonna get them in there. But I would suggest doing the fast, getting those heavy calories in the morning, and then ride it out for like 13 hours, which will keep you grainy. When I say grainy, to get the lean, get the look that you want. Even at our age, that keeps that subcutaneous fat at bay, in my opinion, that you could be building by bulking. So get that workout in right before or close to the end of the fast, before you eat. And if you want to get that workout in right after you eat in the morning, that's okay too. That's not going to give you the fasted cardio session that we've talked about, but if you're a hard gainer, you may not need that, or don't need it. Then got to go hard again at dinner. So you should be plenty hungry, man. You should be starving. Okay. Once you get into fasting a little bit, it's like the hunger really is at bay. That ghrelin thing that makes you hungry, it kind of goes away. And like even when it's time to eat at like, usually I'll go like 8:30 or 9 is when I actually start shoveling the food at night. But if you are really doing it, you may not for a while. You know, you may not feel that ghrelin even at that time. A lot of time I'll notice it once the food is in front of me, right? Food's in front of me, then it kicks in, man. That hunger, you're almost salivating. It kicks, oh, okay, oh, here's the food. You know, that's, or you smell the food. You know, the food is cooking, and you're like, oh, okay, here it comes. You get it that way. But that second meal, you're a hard gainer, man. I'm talking a pound and a half. Meat, fish, chicken, some kind of strong protein, all right? Lean protein. And you're gonna eat, you gotta put it away, man. You gotta finish that up. Pound to a pound and a half, as much as you can take. Most people can't, you know, do more than that in one sitting, you know, but try to get that in. Get that in, up to a pound and a half. Get some greens in there to balance you out. If you can, spinach, man. Spinach is a great muscle building thing, and it's also a green. It's kind of got a double thing there, the old Popeye thing, you know. But it's true. Put that in there. Now you can get that carb, man. Get a good carb though. You know, get like a baked sweet potato. You know, a good carb. Get that rice, man. That's an old bodybuilding staple, man. The rice and the chicken, rice and chicken and rice. Yeah, it's a cliche, but it works. You know, try to do brown rice or, you know, whole grain, but the white rice is okay, you know, especially if you're bulking. Get that in there. Those are the right kind of carbs, man. Don't go crazy on the bread, or, you know, you're eating like pizza or something. Pasta as a side, you know, put some good pasta in there as a side, not the main. Put that in there, you know, another good carb. Just don't, you know, do any, just please don't get any kind of processed food that you're using as your carb, man. That's where it all goes sideways, you know. The beverage with your meal, you know. No soda or pop or whatever you call it from where you live. You know, fruit juice without a lot of sugar in it. Just don't drink those sugary drinks, man. I don't want to hear anything about Diet Coke or diet anything. All that's garbage. Don't drink. No, just forget it. Any of that stuff. Any of the sodas, no good. You want to drink soda? Get you some like sparkling water. Close enough, right? Like that. What's that cool? Oh, Liquid Death. Get you some of that. You know, drink that up. So get that in there, and it's okay if you are the hard gainer guy. You eat that dinner, and then like an hour or two later, you think you could put in some more. Okay, before you go to bed, do it, man. Just make sure it's protein base. You know, protein base. Put in the protein. You're like, all right, you know, I could do some more meat. Put it in. I could do some peanut butter. Put it in. You know, I could do some cheese, some healthy cheese. Put that in there. Put it in the fire, man. Get it done. All that kind of, you know, you say, I could get in some peanuts, get in some cashews, stuff like that. You know, all good. Pack it in. All right, we're getting close to the 15-minute mark. Hard gainers. Yeah. Please like, comment. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. What'd he say? Subscribe. Deuce.